Last night, I went to Circle K just to get some gas, and the cashier was like, "Hey, you Austin?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I recognized her. Her name's Dusty, and I met her at the picnic one day. She showed up, and she was on fentanyl and meth and looking to get clean. And we got her to detox, and she did the work and kept going. Now she's got a job. She's housed. I met her roommate last night at the Circle K. It works, but you just have to not give up on people. My name is Austin Davis, and I'm a 24-year-old poet and founder of AZ Hugs, which is a homeless outreach nonprofit here based out of Tempe.
I met Austin when I was given a course that was an introduction to literature. And what I remember about Austin in that was that Austin sat in the back and he was very quiet. After that class, he came to an event that Project Humanities was doing on social justice. And he read one of his poems, and his poem blew the audience away. He started to volunteer with us and then started to see where he might be able to add another lane to the highway that we were all sort of driving down toward human decency.
It's all gonna fit?
I don't know. It has to. And I'm so lucky that I met him my freshman year of college. So I would meet up with him and his team on Fridays.
He would also take items that we had with a little wagon and sort of give them to folks on the streets down there.
Medical supplies, that's a wagon for thrash. That's the food.
And it was a way of partnering with him, but he had a special kind of connection to our clients that most of us didn't have, and that element was trust.
From there, I kind of just learned the tools I needed and how to organize those in my community, and just, we kind of took it from there. So that grew into AZ Hugs being a community organization. Well, the whole model of the Sunday Family Picnic is, here is a safe space for those who don't know where to go, who have nowhere to go right now, and don't have any safe spaces. That is one of the biggest issues on the streets. So folks, meet up with us to talk about detox, rehab, shelter. Folks, just build these really deep, beautiful relationships out here.
Happy birthday. How old are you?
Well, I think Austin has really highlighted that, in fact, if you develop relationships with people, and that's where food comes in, people sitting down breaking bread together, people begin to trust you. So I think at that juncture, you can begin to have conversations about, would you be interested in detox? Can we help you get housing?
And when I met Austin, I actually felt like somebody gave a damn about me. And it felt nice to have somebody that actually cared, somebody that actually had faith and hope that I could do better and live a better, sober life.
And yeah, we just try to meet people where they are and support folks one by one. I'm trying to get him and Candace into detox today. So I saw them a couple days ago. So they might be going into treatment.
Him and who?
Batman and Candace.
Oh, they're back together?
Yeah, I don't know. They work together. But they said they want to go to treatment. So
Good.
I'll let you know when that happens so you feel more comfortable, all right? All right, I shall be back. A lot of folks who come to the picnic, for example, aren't necessarily connected to their family, or maybe they don't have family. Know a lot of foster kids who've aged out of the system, folks who've family passed away or are in another state and estranged.
So my name is Jay. I'm a rescued addict. I am 23 years old, and I was born July 20th, 01 in Kansas City, Missouri. When I was 6, my parents put a needle in my arm of heroin and meth by small increments, growing up little by little. As I was getting older, they would put more and more in my body. My mom and dad beat the shit out of me and all of my siblings and raped us and hurt us. My mom used to sell me to men for dope and then come back and buy me out and be like, no, I want my kid back, just so she could do it again.
He's a true inspiration to me because I've seen firsthand his resilience. He chose the hard thing, to get sober, to get off these streets, and to keep fighting until it worked. So Jay is a huge inspiration to me, and I love him dearly.
So, we build family for each other.
I think when the city decided to demonize the project, I think then they started paying attention to the service providers, and Austin became the focal point of that.
Well, even before the first arrest, this has been going on for almost a whole year. The first citation that I got was December 2023. Over the summer, I believe it was July, that was the first arrest. And it was on a Friday, and I was leaving my apartment to go to the park, and there was an undercover police officer in my neighborhood, and then they arrested me, took me to jail. And it was really it was shocking. I didn't know that was going to happen right there. It was a surprise, you know. Would have been different if they arrested me at a picnic or something like that, but it almost felt like an ambush, you know.
So I think it was his trial that really illustrated to the residents of the city is how draconian the approach to the homeless was, and the extent they would go legally to prosecute a young 24-year-old poet who was just trying to help people.
If Austin is guilty of anything, it's caring too much and refusing to allow no to be action. And I worry about where he is right now because the city has put their foot down and said, you cannot do this.
This is the first, I think, big, instance where like, okay, we have to radically change the way we're doing this. I can't even step foot in the park now.
In this particular circumstance, I wish there were a way where Austin might be able to work with the city in an official capacity, because he has established so much trust with individuals and is so committed to helping people move into spaces where they are not unhoused.
The city manager is the architect, without doubt. In the course of the evolution of this, I had meetings in this room for over a year with Corey Woods, the city manager, with Doreen Garland, the council person, with Austin Davis. How can we work together? It was a failed project.
The access to food is a basic human right that needs to be protected. And these safe spaces need to be protected as well, because that's how we build the trust that we were just talking about. And that's how we build community. And that's how we lean on each other and be there for each other.
This first poem is about the river bottom and what I saw to be the heart of what was going on in the river bottom. Hide with me at the bottom of the river where it's dry. An endless purgatory of skipped stones gathered like a graveyard. Hide with me behind greenery overgrown and hold back your trauma at arm's length. We'll be safe down here, I swear, just as long as we are never seen.